you like good vino, and who doesn't, the Wine Rack is a place to go. Frankfurt Avenue is the location. John Johnson is the man because John knows everything there is to know about grapes and how they're fermented.
Except for offering it to the guests. Don't worry about
next time.
There is no next time.
We'll have you some
There's
delivered.
no next time, son.
John, we're going to continue. Last week we started Wine 101, and we're going to continue the class today. This is more of an advanced course, correct?
This is a little bit of élevage from last week.
Okay.
So, but what I wanted to talk about is just a lot of newer wine drinkers, younger wine drinkers, they're familiar with what we call varietal bottles. So like Chardonnay is Chardonnay. It's pretty basic, or it's at least three-quarters Chardonnay in the U.S., or Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. Guess what? That's Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. And they get into the old world, what we call the old world, Italy, Spain, France, Germany, and the labels are a lot more confusing. And it's not really that complicated. You just have to know a couple of key things about each region, and you're pretty good to go.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about what are number 1, 2, and 3 in terms of global production in wine still, and that's Italy, France, and Spain. And I'll be quick, but starting with France, because it's the most confusing, you have these 4 regions, which I think are critical and very relevant today. One is Burgundy. People don't know what that is. You look at Burgundy and it's like, what is that? Well, if it's red and it's Burgundy, it's Pinot Noir. If it's white and it says Burgundy, it's Chardonnay.
There we go.
Almost without fail. Bordeaux, famous for...
It's black.
Then it's yours.
There you go. Okay.
You go into Bordeaux, and what is Bordeaux? It's one of the greatest wine regions of all time. People don't know what it is. It's based on Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot with other things blended in.
Okay.
Rhone is based on Grenache and Syrah. So if you like Australian Shiraz, you'd probably like Rhone. And these are red.
When you're with girls and stuff, you say this. It's
They
like
like
a
it.
great thing, yeah.
Yeah, they dig
works.
it.
It works,
Sure,
Paul.
it's getting me. I'm getting all excited.
All right, moving on. Loire, mainly known for white wines, Sancerre and Chenin Blanc. You go into Italy, very romantic, great food and wine. Tuscany.
Wine that's like fruity. What's that called?
Beaujolais would be a good
Yeah, you
fruity
would
one.
know that one. Let's keep moving, please.
It's awesome. Italy, you go to Tuscany, and you've got basically key regions like Chianti, the Grape of Sangiovese, Montepulciano, the Grape of Sangiovese. It's pretty straightforward. Piemonte, one of the which is way up northwest Italy by Switzerland and France. It's home to my favorite wine in the world, so it's worth knowing. It's called Barolo.
What
All
about
right.
the California ones? Where's that at?
That's next week.
Next week, okay.
Go to California, Washington, Oregon.
Cool, awesome.
And then we go over to Spain, and Spain is very much a mystery to people, but they make great wine, and they make great wine cheap. So just a couple of regions to know. Rioja, one of the greatest regions for red. Ribera del Duero, if you like cabs and full-bodied reds, you like reds from both of those guys. And Rueda, which is one of my personal favorites for white, makes a wine called Verdeo. And it's very much like a Sauvignon Blanc, crisp and dry and nice in summertime.
Once again, Wine 101 by John Johnson of the Wine Rack, or better known as How to Pick Up Girls If You Know Your Wine, right, Paula?
Yeah, you know what? Just him knowing all that stuff is awesome.
Yes, it is awesome.
I
It's
mean,
very awesome.
seriously, like, yeah, it's like a different language. Did you go to school for that?
I did.
Really?
Yeah,
What
and then a lot of
school?
on-the-job training.
Really?
A lot of on-the-job training.
Because you have to study that stuff.
You do.
And then you
And you
learn
have
it,
to
you
drink it.
taste it, it's cool.
Okay, coming up here, we're going to talk about an appearance by Bruce Springsteen and how you can win some cash on Light 1069. We'll be right back live. We are live. We're kind of live. 725 South
John
Floyd, Saturday
Ramsey!
night.
John Ramsey! John Ramsey!